Listen to me. Today, I don't care. No intro. I don't care because I am upset. Say it with me. The internet has ruined wrestling. Today's video is different because I feel like ranting about something, right? Because after this weekend's Survivor Series WarGames, I feel like we all could have had so much fun with who was under this mask. I feel like we all could have speculated for weeks and weeks and weeks. Maybe not that much, right? Because long-term storytelling. But we all could have speculated for a few weeks about who this masked man was, right? Who is part of the Vision? Who is this new person that helped the Vision win at WarGames, right? But it was almost instantly, as soon as the match ended, that the internet all went crazy talking about how the masked man was Austin Theory. And it wasn't just like the internet wrestling community was speculating about who this was, right? Like the dirt sheets were all talking about how it was confirmed that it was Austin Theory, right? And at this point, we're all just kind of waiting for the reveal to happen, right? We're all just waiting for the masked man to show back up and prove himself to be Austin Theory. And honestly, that's taken away so much fun about what we could have done with this. Because there were definitely options for who that man could have been, right? There's been speculation about Jericho leaving AEW, right? Almost confirmed by the internet again, right? So we could have been teasing that, oh, maybe this is Chris Jericho, right? We haven't seen Randy Orton in a few weeks. Maybe it was Randy Orton under the mask. That would have been great. But no, we don't get to have fun with that because we already know it's Austin Theory. Right? As much as WWE wants us to believe that it's Seth Rollins, the internet has already told us that it is Austin Theory. Can you imagine if this were a thing that happened during the Attitude Era? Right? Like when the Outsiders showed up at WCW and they had that 6-man tag and they showed up without a third man. But the internet would have ruined it and been like, oh no, Hulk Hogan's the third man. We already know this. Right? A defining moment in wrestling would have been absolutely ruined by the internet, and the impact would not have been as great, right? Maybe wrestling would not have taken off like it did right after that. Maybe wrestling would not even exist. Professional wrestling would not even exist today if it weren't for that moment, right? And it all could have been ruined by the internet, right? There's a lot of moments like that. Y2J going to WWF at the time, I think it was F, I don't know, maybe it was East already, but Y2J, right? Like that whole thing, there was a countdown clock that went off for weeks, right? And it was during Y2K. So it was like, oh, is this a New Year's countdown? But then you realize, oh, this countdown ends way before the new year. Oh, that's interesting, right? And maybe it was just because I was a dumb kid, right? But I was like, I don't know who it could be. And for weeks, my mind just went wild, being like, oh, who is that? Oh, what is that? Oh, is that a new wrestler coming? And then boom, when he revealed himself, oh, that's Chris Jericho from WCW. Amazing. And moments like that just don't happen as much anymore. They just don't happen the way they used to. Even earlier this year, as soon as John Cena announced that this was going to be his retirement tour, that this was going to be his last year in the WWE, the internet very quickly started announcing that his last match was going to be against Gunther. Right? So when they announced this tournament and we saw Gunther in the tournament, there was almost no hype for it for me, right? Like the matches were fun, but we all knew that at the end of it all, it was going to be Gunther against John Cena to retire John Cena, just like Gunther had retired Goldberg. Another thing that was ruined by the internet. I can't even speak because I'm so upset. Do you remember when Penta debuted this year? It was such a fun moment to see this guy in the WWE. But it wasn't like we didn't all see it coming, right? As soon as Penta and Ray Phoenix's contract ended at AEW, we already knew that they were coming to the Fed. As soon as the pen hit the pages to sign their contract, Dave Meltzer was already reporting, right? All of the dirt sheets were already talking about it. What Culture was already talking about, oh, the Lucha Bros are coming to the WWE, right? So when we started seeing the video packages, that wasn't a secret at all. Even when Penta debuted, when he made his debut on Monday Night Raw, right? Corey Graves was like, oh, it's the worst kept secret on the internet, because literally that same day, earlier that day, WWE launched his merch on WWE.com. Come on, internet. Can you imagine If after The Undertaker debuted at that Survivor Series and all this aura around him, right? This guy that walks so still, almost robotic, didn't say a word. If we saw videos of him on the internet, just like at the airport, just being like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Hey, yeah, no, I'm the Undertaker. What's up?" Right? Because the internet has ruined wrestling. Right? It used to be such magic growing up. It used to be such magic in a world before the internet, right? Because we didn't get to see behind the curtain, right? And that just made wrestling that much more fun. It's not to say that the internet has ruined everything when it comes to wrestling, right? Like the internet can still keep a secret. Like, sure, CM Punk's return to AEW was spoiled by the internet, but his return to WWE, man, that is one of the best moments in modern day WWE because literally no one was talking about this, right? It was literally just like they said when he came back, a hell freezing over kind of moment, right? CM Punk had dragged WWE's name through the dirt, man. He had dragged WWE for their health and wellness policies, right? He had dragged Vince McMahon's name through the ground. He had dragged Triple H to the ground, right? So no one ever saw CM Punk coming back. Even before he joined AEW, there was like some speculation of, oh, will CM Punk come back to the WWE? But it was almost unrealistic because of everything that had already happened between him and the WWE, right? So the internet and WWE are still capable of keeping great reveals, like big secrets like these alive and keeping us fans guessing and wanting more. A less important but still really surprising moment was Paul Heyman turning on both CM Punk and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania this year. No one ever saw him joining Seth Rollins and creating the Vision, right? No one saw that. And if anyone tells you that they saw that, they're lying. They are lying. Trust me, I watch a lot of internet wrestling channels, right? Santi didn't mention it. What Culture didn't mention it. Cultaholic didn't talk about it. No one talked about it, right? Because it was a well-kept secret, which gives me hope that the WWE can still keep secrets like this alive and keep that child in me guessing when it comes to wrestling. So here is my ask for you, WWE. Lie to me. I need you to tell me that Santa Claus is real. I need you to tell me that the Tooth Fairy is who comes to collect my teeth. I need you to lie to me. I need you to swerve me, whatever you want to call it. I want you to keep kayfabe alive and allow us to have a little fun, right? Feed fake information to these dirt sheets. Tell them it's Gunther against John Cena at his retirement match. But give me LA Knight against John Cena in his retirement match. I'll give you that Gunther against John Cena in his retirement match is a much better match. But can you imagine the surprise in everyone when it's actually LA Knight that wins? Amazing. Tell me it's Austin Theory under that mask. Let the entire world speculate how they know for a fact that it's Austin Theory under that mask. Let Dave Meltzer tell everyone that he can confirm that he saw it with his own eyes that it was Austin Theory under that mask. And maybe it was Austin Theory under that mask. But swerve a little. Tell us it's anyone else. Reveal it to be anyone else. Give me Ricky Saints as the, fourth member of the Vision? Give me Randy Orton as the Masked Man. Hell, have it revealed that it's Omos. That would be pretty great, actually. If you can reveal that it's Omos, I think that'd be hilarious, awesome. Everyone would lose their mind, and I'd absolutely love it. So actually tell us that it's Omos. Let us find out that it was actually Omos under that mask. But WWE and Triple H, you have the power to keep us guessing. You've done it before. You've lied to us before. And I want you to do it again. because I don't want the internet to ruin wrestling for me or the next generation. Because wrestling is about that fun. It is about that speculation. It is about who done it. Wrestling is just a giant soap opera. And soap operas are nothing without that mystery. So I need you to keep it alive for me. For that inner child in me. That kid in here who was wondering who ran over Steve Austin only for it to be revealed that it was Rikishi. Maybe that's a terrible example. But for that kid who was wondering who the head of the ministry was, only for it to be revealed that the higher power was Vince McMahon. Keep kayfabe alive for me, WWE. Anyway, since you made it this far, make sure to drop a like. Make sure to comment. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know other things that have been ruined for you by the internet, other than wrestling or in wrestling. I don't care. But I was just really upset after that whole thing at Survivor Series. And like, sure, the ending was cheesy. The Masked Man thing was cheesy. It was a little much. But I think we could have had a lot of fun with speculating. If not for the IWC just immediately ruining it for everyone. Maybe I'm wrong. You tell me. Anyway, since you made it this far, make sure to drop a like. Make sure to come and follow. I make a lot of videos on here. Maybe not every day, but there's a lot of them. Check some of them out. Anyway, until next time, peace, you nerds.